So every dental practice out there is chasing growth, right? But here's the thing. Most are looking in completely the wrong place. It's not just about getting a flood of new patients through the door. It's about the absolute powerhouse strategy of keeping the ones you already have. Today, we're going to crack open the playbook for patient retention.
Let me ask you this. Think about all the time, the effort, the money you spend on marketing to attract new people. Now, what if your practice is basically a leaky bucket? Every patient that quietly drifts away is like a hole in the bottom, silently draining away your hard-earned profits.
So where are we getting all this great info? Well, for this explainer, we're pulling our insights directly from the pros over at Clear2Launch Healthcare Marketing. These folks specialize in exactly this kind of strategic growth for dental practices, and they've laid out an amazing playbook. We're going to walk you right through it.
All right, so let's start by really digging into this challenge. Losing patients doesn't automatically mean you have a bad practice. It's kind of just a natural part of doing business. The real goal isn't to stop every single person from ever leaving. That's impossible. The key is to build a system that plugs the holes and minimizes those preventable losses.
And here's where things get out of balance. We get so excited about the thrill of a new lead, a new name on the schedule, that we kind of forget about the amazing patients we already have. And according to our source material, this means people are leaving for reasons that are totally fixable. Things like a clunky scheduling process, or just feeling like a number.
So, why should you obsess over keeping patients? I mean, really, why? It's not just about feeling good or getting a pat on the back. This is one of the most powerful, direct ways to drive serious, actual profit for your practice. Take a look at this number, 5%. It seems small, doesn't it? Almost insignificant. What kind of real impact could a tiny 5% improvement in keeping your patients actually have on your bottom line? You might be surprised.
Yeah, the payoff is staggering. According to the studies cited in this playbook, that small 5% bump in retention can increase your profits by 25% or even more. I mean, let that sink in for a second. This isn't a small tweak. It's a game changer for your practice's financial health.
And the value just keeps multiplying. These loyal patients create this incredible ripple effect. Because they already trust you, they're way more likely to accept the treatment plans you recommend. They basically become your best marketers, referring friends and family. They're the ones leaving you glowing reviews online. And of course, it's way, way cheaper to keep them happy than to constantly chase down new leads.
Okay, so we've laid out the problem and we've seen the massive upside of solving it, so what do you actually do? The good news is our source material organizes the whole strategy into a simple, really powerful framework built on 3 core pillars. The first pillar is communication. And listen, this goes so far beyond just sending automated reminders. We're talking about creating a genuine, human connection that makes your patients feel like they're seen and valued, not just another appointment slot to be filled.
So how do you do it? Well, the automation. That's the baseline. That's for preventing no-shows. The loyalty, though, that's built in the personal touches. It's the follow-up call after a procedure. It's remembering their kid plays soccer. It's creating a space where they feel truly heard. That's what turns a simple transaction into a real relationship.
This leads us perfectly into the second pillar, convenience. In a world of one-click ordering and everything on demand, people have absolutely zero patience for friction. If interacting with your practice is a hassle in any way, you're basically giving them a reason to look somewhere else.
You have to make your practice easy to love. Things like online scheduling and super short wait times, they aren't perks anymore, they're the bare minimum expectation. Every single point of friction you can remove, from annoying paperwork to a long wait, sends a crystal clear message. We respect your time and we value you.
And now for our third pillar, and this might be the most overlooked one of all, providing value even when your patients aren't in the dental chair. This is the secret sauce that shifts you from being just a dentist they see twice a year to being their trusted, go-to partner in health.
So, how do you do that? It's easier than you think. You share helpful content like hygiene tips or quick videos. You create little incentive programs that reward loyalty. You could even just send a simple, automated birthday email. These small touches keep the relationship warm and turn casual patients into what our source calls raving fans.
And here is a major mindset shift for you. We tend to think of marketing as something you do to find new people, but its real, untapped power, it's in retention. It's using those same tools to have a continuous, valuable conversation with the people who already know and trust you.
Now, a great strategy is completely useless if you don't actually implement it and measure it. You simply can't improve what you don't track. So the final piece of this playbook is all about putting it into action and making sure it's really, truly working.
The implementation playbook has 3 core steps.
First, you measure. You have to know your numbers, like your reappointment rate, so you can see if your efforts are making a difference. Second, you listen. Patient surveys and online reviews are like free consulting. They'll tell you exactly where the problems are. And finally, and this is so critical, you have to align your entire team, because one bad interaction can undo all of your hard work.
And that really brings us to the final big idea here. Retention isn't just a checklist you go through or a marketing campaign you run once in a while. It's your culture. It's the whole philosophy that guides every single decision and every single interaction that happens in your practice.
It really just comes down to this. When your entire team, from the person answering the phone to the dentist in the chair, is completely obsessed with delivering an amazing experience, patients feel that. They feel cared for. And that feeling is the ultimate glue that creates loyalty.
I want to leave you with this one powerful question from our source material. Everything you do sends a message. So take a good, hard look at your practice, your processes, your team's interactions. Is the message you're sending one that makes patients feel valued, respected, and makes them truly feel like they belong with you? Because that is the heart of it all.